Hello everybody, welcome to episode number 11 of Rebuilding Impact Wrestling. So, in case you missed it on the recap, on the last show, we picked up Shinsuke Nakamura. So he will be making his Impact debut soon. So let us dive straight in. So we're from Tennessee. Show opens. Selena says Brock and Magnus must work together as tonight they will face the family in a 3-on-2 match. Let's go an 83. Etta beat Zachary Events in a 4.5-star match, 86. So what a banger to start the show off. Not to be outdone, Ali puts on a 4.5-star match, 84%. He retains the X Division title against Chris Bay. Nixon Newell, aka Tegan Nox, challenges Mickie James to a Knockouts title match at the pay-per-view. She rejects it, however Selena comes out and thinks it's a brilliant idea and books the match. 83 overall. Obviously the match it did better without Selena in there, but it's a building job. Jacob Fatu puts on a 4-star match against Mike Bennett, 80%. O.V.E's Rich Swann and Jake Chris beat Tyler Breeze and Brian Pillman Jr. 4-star match, 80%. Man, this is a very high quality start. James Storm beats Mark Haskins in a 4-star match, 80%. Tessa Blanchett and Shaida against Donna Peruzio and Madison Eagles. This was also a 4.5-star and an 87%. Tessa got the victory. Shinsuke debut and he wants a title shot. Say his name and he appears. We believe in Joe Hendry. But before he can talk, Shinsuke and Nakamura debuts and comes out to a massive pop. He slaps the title draped over Joe Hendry's shoulder and challenges him to go one-on-one with the King of Strong Style. Hendry accepts. He likes a challenge. This got an 81. Royce Chambers puts on a 5-star match and beats Austin Aries, 83. Main event. The family beat Magnus and Brock. Very much dented Brock's overness, but yeah, I don't care anymore. 4.5-star, 93. I do care, but he needs to share the wealth. 89. Great start to August. High rating. Building towards the pay-per-view. I believe in Joe Hendry. Bo, bo. Made a lot of money there. I suppose we'll look at NXT as always. Aziz beat Cruz. Got Climax here. Bushi retain the 6-man titles. We've got a retirement here. Cool, continue. Let us continue. So I am in a bit of limbo with this game at the moment. I'm considering doing a WWE game. If any of you do actually listen to me talking, a bit of feedback would be cool. I do like this Impact game, but I feel like I could do alright as WWE. Maybe mix things up a bit. Brian Cage there gets the win on Ring of Honor. Josh Alexander offered a contract for a PPA deal, I'm guessing. Dynamite, Lucha Brothers beat Private Party. I suppose the other option of a new game would be to play as AEW. In other news, I am making another new mod, which will be replaced in my current updates. Shh, it's a secret. Alright, what we've got here. Cash Wheeler has officially left New Japan. Nigel McGuinness called up to the main roster. Ruby Soho retained the women's title there. on Rampage. SmackDown here. Logan Paul beat Cedric Alexander. Okay. Lee Moriarty there. Meh. Another retirement in Japan. What we've got here? Oh, she has left NXT. That would be Tiffany Stratton. RVD is still the 1PW World Champion. Daniel Garcia offered the contract renewal. Ring of Honor. Rodney Mack retires. Back the Mac. You think he's from NWA now, if those are keeping tabs on him. Lots of contract renewals here. WWE had the Aurora's War. Theory defeats Butch, Karrion Kross, won a fatal 4-way. Happy Corbin there, so you can tell I played this before. A lot of updates. Promise failed on Taylor Wilde. No more retirements. Annoyingly, I'm pretty sure I booked Taylor Wilde in a tag match on this show. She's going to be happy about that. The new score heroes lose to the family. Beastie and Shane Haste for 80%, 4.5 star. Rosemary defeats Alefucio, 3-star, 74. Donna Peruzio wins against Avery, 3-star, 75. Eric Young beats David Boy Smith and Josh Alexander, 73. X Division match for the pay-per-view. Selena announces Ali will defend his title on a fatal 4-way against Ace Austin, Alex Shelley, and Leo Rush. The Legends of the Knockouts, Mickie James and Jazz defeat Taylor Wilde and Alexa Nicole. This was only 2-star, 66. Unlimited Talent against the Rascals. The Rascals win. Zachary Vance. This was a 5-star match as well, 86. Nixon Newell beats Tessa in another 2 5-star matches in the middle of the card. I should have main evented this. This got a 94. Post match, they have a handshake. Tessa wishes Nixon good luck for her title match. 89. Callahan defeats Jacob Fatu, 3.5 stars, 77. Brock finds Magnus, a brawl breaks out. They come to the ring. The lights go out. When they come back on, the family have surrounded the ring. Windham tells them to carry on, don't let us stop ya. So they do and continue to fight as Windham watches on in enjoyment. Main event time. Shinsuke Nakamura's first match in Impact Wrestling. Joe Hendry at ringside. Shinsuke beats Etta in a 4.5 star match, 86. This really boosted his popularity as well. And we get an 86 for Impact. Good building there, Shinsuke. Work out that ring rust. Lethal leads Ring of Honor. That could be interesting. NXT. Wesley beat Grayson Walker. So we got an Impact emergence, a couple more impacts. Cotter's contract. So we got a lot of people leaving on the indies. AEW Dynamite. Sammy Guevara beat Eddie Kingston. Jungle Boy beat Adam Cole. Bay. So Jay Lethal is under pay-per appearance deal for AEW, so he's fine. Not really seeing anything big. I suppose I could click on Stardom. Bit of a quiet August so far. No big releases yet. No one for me to steal. Rampage had Guevara and Eddie Kingston go again. Adam Cole beat Wardlow. SmackDown had Drew McIntyre, AJ beating New Day, beating Edge, and Mysterio beating Sting and MVP. Okay. Some interesting booking. What have we got here? Yeah, that's fine. She can go work for the Women's Wrestling Association. Quite a lot of pay-per-views on this Sunday. Got here Brian Cage has left Ring of Honor officially. Alright, we've got progress here. Joe Hendry's still the world champion. Pro Wrestling Guerrilla actually had a pay-per-view. New Japan, Hiroshi Tanahashi and Morita beat Jay White. NXT had NXT Heatwave. Bron Breakker still the world champ. Nikita Lyons is the women's champion. Tyler Bate is your North American, and Pretty Deadly is still the tag. So they're not really big on changing their champions, but I suppose for it's a long reigns actually. What's that? 11 months in. And someone's left to fight. Rev Pro have a pay-per-view here. GCW Homecoming. John Moxley's still working on the indies on this game. Zoe Lucas wants to work against her manager. I'm gonna say yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I just say yes to all sometimes. Yeah. Get them upset when I don't book them. Matt Cardona offered a renewal for GCW. So what we got here? Raw is War. Theory beat Johnny Gargano. Priest beat Big E and Butch. Right, this is the go home show before the pay-per-view. Okay, let us continue. Let's sort out Scott Armstrong here. He is a referee, but we want to keep him on the card. Good. Right, here we go. The go home show starts off with a hype mixed tag. It'll be Mickie James and Magnus versus Windham and Erica. It's got 100. Jazz beats Kylie Ray, 2 stars 64. Nixon and Zaya beat Zoe Lucas and Steph Delander, 3.5 stars 75. Zoe Lucas has had enough. Following the match, she grabs the mic and says she is quitting this group of Bewitched. So we'll turn her face, and that was a success. Maya beats Santana, 4-star match, 75. Tyler Breeze loses to Ace Austin, but it's a good match, 3.5 stars, 77. See his name. Joe Hendry is talking backstage to a stagehand. He mentions his match at the pay-per-view against Shinsuke. See his name and he appears. Shinsuke pops out of a random container. Tonight Shinsuke and Hendry will be partners, 74. So playing a bit of psychology on Joe Hendry here. Tag match. Black Taurus and Dragon Bane versus Control Your Narrative versus the Killer Elite Bulldogs. Etta gets the win, 74, 3 stars. Ali beats Flip Gordon, good match, 3.5 star, 74. O.V.E cut a promo from an unknown location. They're tired of being ignored. They are the champions, they run this show, and if people don't like it, we better do something about it. 73. Joe Hendry and Shinsuke beat the Prisoners of Society. Shinsuke gets the win, 76. Main event time, Magnus and Mickie are beaten by Windham and Erica. This was a 4-star match and got an 85. Following the match, we have an all-out brawl, Brock, Windham and Magnus. Solid 76. Not quite the highest we've had so far, but it will do. Keep us going. Making some money. Now we might stop looking at NXT soon because they're not really putting on anything exciting to check out. Maybe the pay-per-views would be worth taking a look at. I've just let a referee go. AEW want to keep Fuego for some reason. A trio championship, Jungle Boy, Cole Carter and Frankie Kazarian. What a random trio, but hey. Thrasher has retired. Okay, we are now approaching Emergence. Fuego staying, I'm shocked. But not shocked. There you go. Okada finally wins the IWGP World Heavyweight title. And he also is the United States champion. They love a double champion in Japan. Kerry Norton thinks he's going to be a main eventer. Suppose you never know. Right, pay-per-view time. Here we go. So the show opens, pay-per-view hype video, running down some of the matches. This got 100. Peruzio and Harley defeat Kylie Ray and Tyler Wilde. 4-star match, 78. Rosemary beats Jessie, 2-star, 65. Zoe, who's now changed her character, is now a good guy, beats her former manager Taylor Hendricks, 2-star, 60%. Control Your Narrative beat Bane and Toulouse, 3.5-star, 75. Backstage Chaos, O.V.E jump the family. They brawl backstage, the local police get involved, but they can't stop the carnage, 65. Selena is forced to change the match. It will now be Magnus versus Brock one-on-one, but this time it will be inside a steel cage, 91. Selena, Bewitched Nation get beat by Tessa Maya, 4-star match, 81. Fatu beats Haskins, 3.5-star. Killer Elite Bulldogs beat New School Heroes and Unlimited Talent. This was a good match, 4-star, 77. Hype for the X Division match. And our Fatal 4-Way X Division match. Ali beats Ace Austin, Alex Shelley and Leo Rush, 4-star match, 79%. Shin and Joe Hendry hype. And we've done a title change. Shinsuke Nakamura beats Joe Hendry to win the Impact Digital Media Championship. 3-star, 76. Hype for the Knockouts title. Boom, another title change. Nixon Newell, she's been built up very nicely on my roster, is your new Knockouts champion. 3.5-star, 80%. Main event time. Brock inside a steel cage. We had a big spot. He beat Magnus. We got 100% here. 4-star match. It went 20 minutes. No one was knackered. Oh, Brock was a bit tired. Yeah, 89 for the pay-per-view. There's a reason I pulled Windham from the match. He's now going to be feuding with Sammy Callahan on O.V.E. And we're probably going to face turn him as well. Bobby Lashley's contract's coming up. I mean, he'd probably be pretty good on my roster, but it's fine. SmackDown was the same day. Dexter Lumis beat Cody Rhodes. We made a lot of money. You're welcome. We're going to end. That's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. 4 storylines have ended. We're going to hit that refresh button soon. Build some new stories. Brock needs a new challenger for the world title. And I might do some roster cuts. So I'm going to get us to Chelsea Green there, her contract renewal. Let's go another day. Cool. Grayson Waller contract coming up. Raw. Oh, that was main event. Raw had Butch win a random 6-man tag. Cool. Right. So we've got 2 more impacts of this month. It's time to make a few changes. So I'm going to leave it on this screen. The new screen? Oh man, it takes a while to load the news these days. And then the next time it might jump to something different. We'll leave it on the office. Right. Anywho, let's change things up. Okay. The screen suddenly must have changed because I've released a lot of people. So we'll go through them. Avery, Martin Reed, Kylie Ray, Josh Alexander, Mike Bennett, EC3, Steph DeLander, Charlie Evans, Chris Bay, Alpha Female, Mike Bailey, Taylor Wilde, Steve Macklin, Wesley Blake, and Renee Young, only because I'm sort of just reshaping my roster a little bit. 3 people in the announce team: Chris Sabin, who's actually not too bad, 81. Mara Radawa and Tom Hannaford. So yeah, the reason I've done that is we're now quite far into the game. I just wanted to freshen up the roster. Technically, we're not a big company. We're not like WWE, so in real life this probably happens. Short-term contracts and people go. Alright, so debut. Jessica Stratton, otherwise known as Tiffany Stratton in NXT. She beat LaFuso, 2.5 stars, 68%. I cut a new picture for her. Shelley versus Mark Haskins. Haskins, former X Division champion, gets the win. 4-star, 80%, and that really helped his popularity, that match. Brawling again. The family and O.V.E continue where they left off and are brawling all over the arena. 78. Everyone benefited from this angle. EY beats Kerry Morton. 3.5 stars, 73%. Sammy Guevara, who is now officially on the roster as on a PPA deal, so he still works for Impact, AEW, and he still works for AAA, I believe. 4.5 star, 86%, so very good match, very good debut. Post match, he grabs the mic, talks about how great he is. He warns the X Division champion Mustafa Ali he has arrived and his days as champion are numbered. 90%. James Storm versus Magnus. Magnus gets a win, his first win in a while. 3.5 star, 86. Shinsuke Nakamura defends the Digital Media Championship. He beats Ace Austin. This was a very good match. 4.5 star in match quality and 88%. Nixon is out. Tessa joins her in the ring. They talk to each other about a potential matchup until the Inspiration make their Impact return. They try not to throw up with the love fest in the ring and want a tag team match right now. 87. So yeah, Cassie Lee, Jessie McKay, the Iconics or the Inspiration are back. Fortunately, the good guys win. 3.5 star, 88%. Following the match, as they head to the back, Tessa signals to Nixon she wants that title shot. Suddenly, Charlotte Flair walks out to the stage. Everybody is stunned. She plays to the crowd for a bit and leaves. So Charlotte Flair, she was let go from WWE on my game. So yeah, snapped her up, 91%. Main event time. Sort of. Brock makes his entrance. He cuts a promo. He wants to know who's next to try and get some. The House of Black answer the call. Malakai Black spits black mist into Brock's face. He's got Buddy Matthews with him. That's got a 95. This is my new world title feud. Awesome start. Hopefully a very good show. 88. So yeah, we're going to do a Malakai Black versus Brock Lesnar feud. And Malakai is actually signed full time, I believe. So we go a bit roster tweaking here. So Malakai is just exclusive now to Impact Wrestling. So we've got the Stable Warfare. The House always wins. We're going to have Guevara and Ali, and we've got the Knockouts main event scene. NXT didn't have an amazing show, really. Anyone let go? No, all good. Shane Helms contracts renewal. He'd be a backstage agent on this game. Thunderstorm beat the Beast of Burden in the main event. Miro's actually in action, so I think AEW's been a bit quiet recently on my game. Who's that? Tozawa's contract's coming up. Joey Legends retired. I suppose I'll look at Rampage here. Brian Cage beat Jake Hager in the main event. Dick Togo's retired into an announcement role. Have we got anything? Christopher Daniels contract renewal for All Japan. NWA, Tyra Valkyrie retains the National Heavyweight Championship. You know, NWA have so many belts, it's quite hard to keep up. It looks like Darren Young, Fred Rosser is the world champ. Good for him, I guess. Defy, John Moxley was in the main event. House of Glory. AEW Bash at the Beach. Interesting. Brian Carter's been called up to the main roster in WWE. So AEW Bash at the Beach. Hager's the FTW World Champ. Wardlow's the TNT Champs. Pax the All-American. Wow, interesting new tag team champions Colt Cabana and Jungle Boy. Hey, Claudio Castagnoli becomes the AEW World Champion. That's pretty cool. WWE Raw. Gable Stevenson has just become the Universal Champion. Okay then. Alright, last Impact of the month. Open up with Selena De La Renta. She's backstage with Charlotte Flair and Sammy Guevara. They just signed their new Impact contracts and are ready for action. 96. Brandy Lauren and Taylor Hendricks and Cheerleader Melissa are beaten by Zoe Lucas, Alexa Nicole and Rosemary. Looks like they got 2.5 star at 68%. Dave Boy Smith Jr. beats Tyler Breeze in a 4-star match, 77. The Family And O.V.E go back and forth on a mic. It's agreed that at a pay-per-view they'll face off in a 6-man tag. Anything goes, but until then, let there be war. The two teams brawl again and have to be separated. So the promo part got a good rating, the brawling part less so. But yeah, they're all getting over. So Brookside beats Jessica Troy, 4-star match, 72%. Diana Peruzio beats Hikaru Shida, 4-star, 82. Limited Talent, Leo, Royce and Flip are beaten by Ali, Black Taurus and Dragon Bane, 4.5-star match, 84. Shinsuke Nakamura beats Joe Hendry and Etta to retain his Digital Media Championship, 3.5-star. The House explains. Malakai Black reintroduces us to the House of Black. Brody King is signed to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Julia Hart is signed to AEW. But we will rebuild. Brock Lesnar, my first match in AEW will be against you when I take the title. And the followers of the House of Black will rejoice. The House always wins. 93%. Jacob Fatu beats Eric Young, 3.5-star, 75%. Nixon and Tessa upset the Legends of the Knockouts and become the Knockouts Tag Team Champions. 4-star match, 91%. So now Nixon's a double champion. This was my main event. Post-main event, Charlotte hands Tessa and Nixon the belts as Cassie and Jessie have an argument with Mickie James and Jazz. Magnus is obviously with Mickie James. So all the knockouts have sort of fallen out all over the show. Trying to feature them a bit more prominent storylines. 82 overall for that Impact. Made a good amount of money. So yeah, Nixon is now a double champion. And that's her third reign as Knockouts Tag Team Champion. Also, so Sammy still, X-Division still. Shinsuke's doing quite well. Tessa's first time as Knockouts Tag Team Champion. Brock has got a 162-day reign. He's still doing quite well. Toxic Attraction winning the main event on NXT. For those that do sort of watch regularly, if you want me to click on anyone else quite often, just let me know and I'll share the results weekly for them. DPW or CMML. Okay, where are we now? This is the 31st of August. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen because I don't want to push him. Royce would like a title shot. Yeah, okay. Royce is pretty good, so why not? So I've got some few contracts coming up soon. So to be honest, there's a couple I'd want to keep. Let's see, I put her on a 1-year deal. Yeah, why not? Although she is a heel. Santana's staying. Kendrick's a road agent. He's staying. Chris Harris, I'm not too bothered about. I think these are going to end up going as well. I'll have a bit of a think of the other guys. So we've got quite a gap before a lot of stuff. Anna JS is your women's champion in AEW. Anna J. Okay, getting towards the end of the month. Checks. And September 2023, so done 9 months. Well, done 9 months of 2023, that is. Cool. Anything interesting? Just loads of contract renewals. Stardom tour here. Well, yeah, nothing big in the news it seems. Let's have a look at the rankings. Nixon's now overtaken Sammy Callahan as the #1 person on my roster. Let's go all time. All time, she's got 33. Yeah, she is all time as well. So she's getting a nice push. Merchandise. Brock. Charlotte Flair's in there. She's a base, I believe. Tessa, Windham, Malakai. So I think we shall have a quick look at the pushes. So there you go. Look, Sammy Guevara's got 2 titles. The AAA Cruiserweight and AAA Mixed. There's Malakai Black. Charlotte Flair. Windham still floating around. So yeah, that will be the end of this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you continue to watch, and as always, take care all.